Hi guys, this is the continuation of our topic, the student's hate list. Today we are going to talk about assignments, whether it is a term paper or a research paper or something that you have to memorize or some pages of the book that you have to answer. Whatever it is, as long as it falls in the category of assignments. Now the question will be, why do we hate assignments? One of the primary reason is we are being subjective and not objective. What do we mean by that? For example, you do not like the person speaking right now for whatever reason, so you will not listen to him. That is being subjective. You are acting motivated by your feelings or opinions or preference. On the other hand, even though you do not like the person speaking in front, you are still listening to him. That is being objective. You are after what he is saying, what you can learn from him, and you do not care whether you like him or not. That is being objective. I hope you got my point. If not, you can research it on Google or here in YouTube. There are a lot of videos regarding that. So, students are being more subjective rather than objective. To prove my point, we even have this kind of thought or philosophy that states or questioning like this. Why do you have to study algebra or geometry? Do we need to use it whenever we are riding a bus or a jeepney that you have to say to the driver that x plus y is equals to this and that? Or when you are buying a nice candy, you will have to measure the angles of the store before you can eat that ice candy? We don't use it in our daily routine, so why do we have to study it? Sounds familiar? That's most of us things. You see, guys, when we are being more subjective, it stagnates our progress. Because we tend to make a lot of excuses for not doing the tasks that are given to us. So, in short, we are not being productive. So, what should we do? Let us be more objective rather than subjective. There are a lot of benefits of being objective rather than subjective. For example, you can easily start friendships when you are being objective. How is that? You have an assignment on basketball and you really hate basketball for whatever reason. But since you want to be objective, you are trying to find out or understand what is the game of basketball, how it is being played, or the basics of it. And then you met a person that is a basketball fanatic and that you want to be friend with. So, the knowledge that you have gained because of you being an objective person, you can use it to start a conversation with the person that you want to be friend with. And eventually, it can lead to friendships. There are a lot of benefits, class. Remember this. Every person has different interests, and those interests differs from one person to another. So, being able to be or being an objective person, you can easily deal with different kinds of people. Especially, you can use it when you are working or you are building a professional relationships or professional careers. Later in life, you will realize that it is nice or it is better to be more objective rather than subjective. I hope you learned something worthy today. Again, I am Michael. Thanks for watching.